In this session, we can discuss about structure and life cycle of basidiomycetes. And as an example, we can consider agaricus. Agaricus are one of the fungus which is called mushrooms, and it is an edible fungi used to prepare diverse dishes. In the living kingdom, it has a systematic position. They are arranged in kingdom fungi on the division Basidiomycotina, class Hymenomycetes, subclass Holobasidiomycetidae, order Agaricales, family Agaricaceae, and genus Saliota. Coming to their occurrence, they are commonly seen in India in all places, and they are obligate saprophytes which live on dead matters. They are observed in open fields, lawns, decaying waste, etc. Especially after a rainy season, after long rain, they will sprout. Two species are predominant in India. One is Agaricus compestris and second one is Agaricus bisporus. If you see the vegetative structure of this organism, they are formed of three kinds of mycelium. Mycelia are undifferentiated filamentous structures. They are of three types. One is primary mycelium, secondary mycelium, and tertiary mycelium. Primary mycelia are the first formed mycelia. They are formed by the germination of a spore called basidiospore. And these primary mycelia are haploid. And often, two primary mycelia fuse together to form a secondary mycelium. Two primary mycelia undergo somatic fusion. The mycelia fuse together so that each cell will contain two nuclei. The condition is called dikaryotic condition. And after fusion, this mycelia is called secondary mycelium or dikaryotic mycelium. The primary mycelium and secondary mycelium are subterranean. They are present below the soil. Secondary mycelia are having cross walls. You can see the cross wall on the secondary mycelia, and they are called septa. And the septa are having opening, and it is called dolichopore. Through the opening on the septa, the cytoplasm of a mycelia is continuous between the cells. We know that the reproductive structure is called basidiocarp, and it is formed of secondary mycelium, and during formation of a basidiocarp, the secondary mycelium will undergo coiling. Such a highly coiled secondary mycelia which are present in basidiocarp are called tertiary mycelium. So, tertiary mycelia are secondary mycelia, but they are highly coiled and present in the fruiting body basidiocarp. So, if you see the life cycle or the different steps of life of a basidiomycete, initially they start by the germination of a spore called primary mycelium. The primary mycelia undergo fusion to form secondary mycelium, and after formation of secondary mycelium, they will organize to become a fruiting body called basidiocarp. Basidiocarp will be producing spore producing structures called basidia or basidium, and these basidium undergo meiosis or reduction division, and haploid basidiospores will be formed. And this is the topic what we are going to discuss. So the starting of a basidiomycete is by the germination of mycelia, and primary mycelium will be formed. This primary mycelium will undergo fusion to form secondary mycelia, and later secondary mycelia will undergo coiling to form tertiary mycelia, and these tertiary mycelia are observed within the fruiting body of the fungus. These fungi, basidiomycetes, reproduce by vegetative method, asexual method, and by sexual method. Vegetative reproduction is the reproduction of an organism by its vegetative parts. The filament of basidiomycete, which is a dikaryotic mycelium, undergo fragmentation or division to form small fragments. These small fragments will develop to become or will sprout again to become an individual mycelium. Such kind of reproduction is called vegetative reproduction. Some species of basidiospore will also form bud on their filament. The filament will produce some buds, and these buds will later develop to form an individual mycelium. The secondary mycelium fragments, which act as seed of this mushroom, or the secondary mycelium which is in dikaryotic condition, which act as the seed of mushroom, is called spawn. Basidiomycetes do asexual reproduction by oedia formation. They do asexual reproduction by oedia formation. So oedia are small rounded structures released from the hyphal end, and a multiple oedia will be formed, and each oedia can germinate to form a mycelium. The oedia will germinate to become a secondary or dikaryotic mycelium, and thus it can undergo reproduction. They do sexual reproduction by a process called somatogamy. The word somatogamy means two filament will undergo somatic fusion. The cells in an organism are of two types, somatic cells and reproductive cells. Somatic cells are otherwise called vegetative cells. The filaments of a mycelia represents somatic cells. So when the somatic cells fuse together, the process is called somatogamy. And in this diagram you can see these are two spore. These two spore germinate to become two plant body. The two plant body fuse together to form a single mycelium. This is called dikaryotic mycelium. This fusion is called somatogamy. And mainly these plants are heterothallic because the mycelia from two spore will fuse together. But in some plants, adjacent branches of the same mycelia can also fuse together. So in heterothallic species, the primary mycelia formed from two different spores will be fusing together to form the secondary mycelium. But in homothallic species, two branches of a single primary mycelium sprouted from a single spore can fuse together to form dikaryotic mycelium. These fungi doesn't have an organized sex organ. Due to fusion of filament, two nucleated condition will be achieved, and these two nucleated cells are called dikaryotic cells or dikaryons. If you see this diagram, while germinating from the spore, they have only one nucleus, but when they undergo fusion, the remaining cells will be having two nucleus. This two nucleated condition is called dikaryotic mycelium. And this dikaryotic mycelium, when they organize to become the basidiocarp or the fruiting body, they undergo extensive coiling, and this extensively coiled secondary mycelium are called tertiary mycelium. And within the basidiocarp, just before reduction division to form basidiospores, the two nuclei of the dikaryotic cell or dikaryon will fuse together to form a single nuclei, and it is called a synkaryon. Let's see how a basidiocarp is developing. Normally, the primary mycelia and the secondary mycelia are subterranean. They live under the soil. And when the humidity is higher, small rhizomorph-like structures will be sprouting out from the soil. They form a bud-like structure. They will be forming a bud-like structure or button-like structure. Later, this button-like structure elongate to form a upper pileus region and a lower stalk called stipe region. The upper umbrella-like region is called pileus and lower stalk-like region is called stipe. The region of fusion between pilus or the region of differentiation between pileus and stipe shows some cavity or chamber, and it is called a prelamellar chamber. This prelamellar chamber elongates and later become the gill chamber. That will form the gill chamber. Under the pileus, there are lot of chambers. Radial chambers are present, and these chambers are called gills. And the upper pileus is fused to the stipe with the help of a connective tissue, and this connective tissue is called velum. During maturity, when the pileus is completely developed and when the basidiocarp has developed completely, a small portion of this velum will be observed in this stipe, and this portion of velum is called annulus. And at maturity, a basidiocarp is umbrella shaped. They are attached to the basal underground mycelia with the help of root-like hyphae called rhizomorph. The stipe is swollen and fleshy, and the broken portion of velum is attached to the stipe called annulus. Under the pileus, there are lot of gills are present, and these gills contain spores. As the gills are located on the under surface of the pileus, they are protected from rain and sunlight. So this is how a basidiocarp is developed from a primary mycelium or from a basidiospore through primary mycelium and secondary mycelium. Finally, a basidiocarp will be formed. So thanks for your patient listening.